What's up, guys? Welcome back to another deck video. Today I'm going to be going over my full power Red Dragon Archfiend Centur-ion list. This is fully updated with pretty much everything that you need. I'm only missing one card for this deck, but in my opinion, I don't find myself needing it because I've been doing a lot of testing without it, and it's been pretty good. This is fully completed main and extra deck for me, at least, so we're gonna go over it. So for the starters, we're of course on the Centur-ion package, the 3 Oath, the 1 Field Spell, the 1 Trudea, and the 1 Primera. Typically, you don't want to open these two, but opening Trudea is a 1-card combo. Opening Primera is the worst 1-card combo, kind of, but Trudea and Primera basically do the same thing, because you're searching the Wake Up to make a level 8 Synchro, so that's why you, of course, play them. You could just arguably not play Centur-ion, but in my opinion, this is my favorite build, so I am probably just going to be sticking with this build moving forward, instead of playing the other engines like Mitsu or Pure, in my opinion, is good, but I like having more consistency, and in my opinion, that's what this engine gives, is more starters. You are cutting down on the Resonator package a little bit by not playing some of the bricks and of course the increased starters, but in my opinion, they're not always needed. For the Resonator starters, we're on 3 copies of Soul Resonator and 3 copies of Bone Archfiend as the best 3-ofs, in my opinion. I'm on 2 Power Vice Dragon. This is the card I was talking about that I'm missing 1 copy of. I did get myself a couple copies of Power Vice. You could play 3 if you have 3, but in my opinion, 2 is fine, because arguably there are a lot of scenarios where if I'm going second and my opponent gives me a there's against Clown Crew, they give you a monster. In my opinion, which I feel like the Power Vice kind of sucks with, because I've been doing a lot of testing with my friend against this deck as well. Dark Jester, if you guys watched the video I posted, I'd say a week or 2 ago. And there are times where Power Vice comes up, but there are also times where it doesn't come up, so that's why I feel like it is a 2-of. Same thing with Stone Sweeper. I do like Stone Sweeper still, because we are playing the Centur-ion Field Spell, and this does come up. I did do this a few times in the video, where I'd special summon Stone Sweeper, and then make the Crimson King that way. It is pretty helpful. Also searches Soul Resonator, which is in itself a 1-card combo. The worst 1-card combo, in my opinion-ish, a little bit, is the Soul Resonator, because you're searching. But against Droll and Lockbird, it's really good. 2 copies of Crimson Gaia, all that's really needed, and the 1 copy of Foolish Burial for all of your starters for both the engines, because you do count the Centur-ion cards as starters now, because they are 1-card combos. For all of the bricks, there's actually less now. The 1 Darkness, 1 Vision, the 1 Synchron, and the 1 Crimson Call for the the Red Dragon Archfiend bricks, and then you have the Branded Beast and the Wake Up Centur-ion. These are all the bricks you play. You don't play any more. You don't need Fiend Piece, you don't need Crimson. Realistically, you could play Crimson if you want to play a Crimson build, but I'm not choosing to play it. I like the Crimson Call. And, yeah, these are all the bricks you realistically need. Arguably, Branded Beast isn't a brick, because if you open it, you can set it and play around Dark Ruler with Abyss instead of having to, place it. So, arguably, I don't count Beast as, a hard brick. It's just, a brick you would rather not open and open a starter instead. Because if you discard this, you can't set it from your graveyard. So, that's the only reason why. For non-engine, we're on the Bestials. Standard, because you search them. I'm not playing Baldrake, like I've said before. Cuttable. For actual hand traps though, this lineup for me never changes. I'm always gonna be on the 3 Fua, 3 Ash, just because Ash is good against stopping the Charmies, and of course the odd branded player, and then Fuelos is good against a lot of the decks to be able to help you draw into your board breakers and your hand traps. 2 copies of Ghost Spell and 2 copies of Droll. These 2 are both also good right now, especially Ghost Spell is crazy if you know what to hit with it, and of course Droll can shut down a lot of search decks. Even this deck loses to Droll a little bit, so I was debating on main decking the Crossout Called By, but I feel like I'd rather just play the extra hand traps. And then we're on the board breakers. For me, 3 Nibiru is really good against a lot of the decks at my locals, and also against Jester a lot of the times with some of the decks that he plays. So I feel like main decking Nibiru is mandatory. And then Droplet is my board breaker for going second. Also, it's really good, better than targeting negates like Imperm, Veiler, in my opinion. You could play those if you want to. I'm choosing not to. You could play the Dominus cards if you want to, but I'm not playing those neither. But that is it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, I'll keep it simple. 2 Red Rising Dragon. People play 1. The second one comes up for me a lot, turn 3, and also breaking through like combos, like interruptions. The second one, in my opinion, is mandatory for me. The 1 Zalin comes up a lot. The 1 Crimson Blade, make this every game. Crimson King, Scarred, Red Dragon Archfiend, Abyss, and Dispatter. Scarred people could cut, but I like to play it in the Centur-ion version just because it comes up for going second for the OTK lines. Centur-ion Engine, the 1 Oxala, the 1 Legatia, which in my opinion is mandatory for the Centur-ion build, because not only if you only have the Centur-ion Engine making this card, but also because I'm main decking Nibiru, I like to have an out for the token, and this pops the token if it's like beefy. And there are other ways to out it, but Legatia, in my opinion, is one of the best ones. Crimson Dragon, Cosmic Blazar as the only target. A lot of the times you never really get to go through the old version of the Centur-ion combo where you make Oxala. The only time that happens is really if you get Nibiru'd, and yeah, not a lot of people main deck Nibiru anymore in this format, so that's why I only play 1 target for Cosmic Blazar, or like the Crimson Dragon. The Chaos Angel, make this a lot, comes up a lot, so I feel like it's mandatory. Same thing with the Stormbane, where if I'm like going first and I like want an unaffected towers on the board, it's only got 3k attack, 2800 defense, but it's unaffected by other like monster effects, and you can't really target it with card effects. It's really good. Also, you can just banish all of your opponent's board if you know what you're doing, because you can have like a bunch of synchros in the grave, banish them for free, and it banishes that many cards. Not even just monsters, cards in general. Stormbane's like really good in this deck, so I feel like it is mandatory. And that is it for the list. I might do one more combo vid for this deck, and then that might be it, to be honest, because there's not much else to do until the rest of the new support comes out, if it's even worth playing, in my opinion. We will see. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. See you on the next deck profile. See you.